and it's good to have you back here in Culture Mosaic. Now, this edition is packed with exciting news and culture stories across the nation. We'll go first, make a quick tour around Da Nang Central City and learn more about the special architecture of Cầu Vàng. Then, in our On the Mic, French director and choreographer Cadet Atour will share more with us about the roots, an expressive hip-hop performance that explores and unearths pieces of history. And last but not least, we delve into the most exciting facts and stories behind an instrument from Switzerland called the hang. We first learn more about the special architecture of Cầu Vàng, or the Golden Bridge in Da Nang Central City. French director and choreographer Cadet Atour and the hip-hop performance The Roots. Then we discover an interesting instrument from Switzerland, the hang. We now start things off by taking a look back on cultural highlights from the last week. Last Friday, Chàng Vợ Của Em, or My Mr. Wife, a movie on the struggle of women in modern society, won the two top prizes at the annual 2018 Golden Kite Awards given by the Vietnam Cinema Association in Ho Chi Minh City. This comedy has earned Vietnamese-American director and film producer Charlie the Golden Kite Award for Best Feature Film and Best Director. The Silver Awards were given to two films, The Other Side of the River by director Phạm Ngọc Châu and Đỗ Vũ Hải, and Quỳnh Đô by director Mai Hồng Phong. The Best Male and Female Actor Awards went to Liên Bình Phát and Hoàng Yến Chi Bì. The Golden Kite Award is organized annually by the Vietnam Cinema Association. Also in Ho Chi Minh City on Tuesday, the 2019 Devotion Music Awards ceremony took place. 9 award categories this year include the Song of the Year, which went to Có Ai Thương Em Như Anh, or No One Loves Me Like You Do by artist Bùi Công Nam. New Artist of the Year was singer-songwriter Bùi Lan Hương. Music Video of the Year went to Bùa Yêu A Love Spell by singer Bích Phương. Producer of the Year belonged to artist Tiên Cúc Kỳ. Album of the Year was Chat with Mozart 2 by singer Mỹ Linh and artist Dương Thụ. Musician of the Year went to Vũ Cát Tường. Singer of the Year was Đông Nhi. The Devotion Music Award is an annual event, and its awards are voted on by senior journalists in the field. The 3 winners of Sao Mai 2019, a prestigious annual singing contest in Vietnam, have been determined. Now, Quách Mai Thi, Trương Thùy Dương, and Lương Hải Yến have been named as the winners of the latest season of Sao Mai on VTV. Now, the 3 singers were named the winners of their respective categories, with each of the singers now shortlisted as a potential representative for Vietnam on their debut at the ABU Song Contest. Lương Hải Yến competed in the opera category, Quách Mai Thi in folk, and Thùy Dương in the pop category. A total of 4 live shows were held over the past month to select the best rising talents in Vietnam. A spring concert gathering domestic and international music talents took place at the concert hall of the Vietnam National Academy of Music in Hanoi on Wednesday and Thursday. Under the baton of Polish conductor Wojciech Czepiel, the Hanoi Philharmonic Orchestra with violinist Stefan Trần Ngọc and pianists Nguyễn Việt Trung, Eric Liu and Kate Liu playing 2 different repertoires. This is considered the grandest concert series in Vietnam in 2019, with the participation of world-famous talented artists. In particular, the concert welcomed the presence of pianist Nguyễn Việt Trung, who is dubbed the international music prodigy of Vietnam. A folk cultural festival and art program took place last Friday in Phu Thác Province, capital city of Việt Trì. This is to celebrate the Hùng King's Temple Festival, which honors Vietnam's legendary founders. Nearly 1,400 artists, actors, students, children, and teenagers participated in the event. Activities included drum, dragon, and unicorn dances, a procession of sedan chairs, and floats that mimicked the cultural values, customs, and historical figures in the era of Home Kings. There were also reenactments of folk tales, such as the Home Kings teaching local residents to cultivate rice, as well as a variety of traditional games to create a vibrant and colorful atmosphere. From last Sunday to Tuesday, the Khmer ethnic community in southern Vietnam celebrated the Chon Nam Thmai festival, which is better known as the New Year celebration in accordance with the ancient Khmer calendar. On the occasion, the Buddha bathing ceremony takes place, where families pay tribute to Buddha, while offerings of dishes, confectionaries, and fruits to express their gratitude and send best wishes to their parents and grandparents. At this ceremony, Buddhist followers use fragrant water for ritual bathing. People pray for merit and luck in the new year. In addition to praying, local Khmer people also participated in folk games held around villages, communes, and temples. One of the most popular games is Ka Om, where players have to carry a vase filled with water on their hats without dropping. In addition to Ka Om, traditional folk games such as pushing sticks and tug-of-war also attracted many youths to participate. Continuing the popular TV series Cảnh sát hình sự or Criminal Police, now Vietnam Television is releasing a new season titled Mê Cung or Maze, which is scheduled to air its first episode on April the 24th. True to its name, the season will take viewers into a maze of complex cases and unpredictable circumstances. The main storyline revolves around the main character's journey to reverse the record of a string of murder, where he has to fight back many villains and their perfect plans. This season features many famous actors and actresses such as Công Lý, Việt Anh, Hồng Đăng, Hoàng Thùy Linh, and Doãn Quốc Đam. The 30-episode season will be aired every Wednesday and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. on VTV3. The United States Time magazine ranked it among the top 100 world's greatest places in 2019. Bored Panda magazine, a world-famous platform for creative people, said it looks like a place from The Lord of the Rings. Many more international media sources continue praising its unique beauty. As you can see, I'm talking about the unique Golden Bridge in Da Nang. And in this week's edition of Culture and Lifestyle, we will once again study its interesting architecture. I'm sure the story of this construction is no less interesting than how it looks.
Một cái cầu mà không có một dòng sông nào cả. Một cái cầu ở giữa lưng chừng không.
Cũng rất là bất ngờ trước cái sự kỳ vĩ của cây cầu này.
You know, extremely beautiful, and it's in the clouds too, which is very unique and beautiful.
Cái cầu rất là chênh vênh, đang rất là thắc mắc không biết tự hỏi tại sao là người ta có thể xây được cái cầu ở vị trí này.
Và cảm xúc ở trên bàn Hà nào nó không phải là giống như là chúng ta cứ lên một ngọn núi bình thường nào khác, mà nó cảm giác giống như là chúng ta đến một cái xứ sở của những cái điều huyền bí.
The mysterious story of Golden Bridge began in July of 2017. After nearly a year of construction, the majestic artwork of Golden Bridge was completed in April 2018 and opened to welcome visitors since June 2018. The construction was designed by a group of architects from TA Landscape Architecture.
Địa hình thì một cái khu vực địa hình ấy rất là phức tạp, thì giải pháp thiết kế chọn làm một cây cầu có những điểm chạm nhẹ trên mặt đất để tránh ảnh hưởng đến cái thiên nhiên. Và Bà Nà nó có một ngày có cả 4 mùa, với nắng đó mà sương đó, nó cho mọi người một cái trải nghiệm, một cái xúc cảm về cái thời gian nó thay đổi, biến đổi liên tục. Thì bởi vậy cho nên là các cái công trình cảnh quan như cầu Vàng nó cần phải là một cái sự ánh xạ lại của chính những cái bản chất, những cái đặc thù về cảnh quan, về tự nhiên của chính ở đây. Ví dụ như chất liệu màu vàng, ánh kim, nó như là một sự đối thoại lại với ánh mặt trời. Cái chất liệu của gỗ nó giống như là một sự đối thoại lại với những cái màn sương mờ ảo.
We are in Golden Bridge.
suspended almost 1,000 meters above sea level. The bridge combines 8 sections and stretches 150 meters long. The hands appear weathered as if constructed centuries ago. The hands look like they are carved from stone, but they actually aren't. The skeleton of the hands was designed and covered with steel meshes before it was finished with fiberglass. But that's only part of meticulous process of completing Golden Bridge from design to choosing materials.
Cái hình dáng của nó tương thích với điều kiện cảnh quan để làm sao tối ưu cái view nhìn, làm cho mọi người tăng cường cái trải nghiệm cao nhất. Và về mặt bền vững với thời tiết, với cái yêu cầu sử dụng, với rất là nhiều lượt khách đến đây thì các chất liệu phải được lựa chọn làm sao để cho nó vừa đảm bảo cái khả năng kết cấu, vừa đảm bảo tính thẩm mỹ, nhưng mà phải có độ bền, sức chịu đựng rất là cao. Ví dụ như là toàn bộ cái phần lan can là sẽ được làm bằng chất liệu thép không rỉ đặc biệt. Nó có một cái màu sắc vàng ánh kim riêng để đảm bảo cái độ bền với thời tiết, nhưng mà cái tính thẩm mỹ của một cái ý nghĩa của một cái cầu vàng vẫn có. Bề mặt của cái nền là phải làm sao để cái đường đi nó có thể chịu được mưa nắng sương, nhưng đồng thời là nó không bị trơn trượt, không đóng rêu mốc. Thì cái giải pháp là chọn cái loại gỗ kiền kiền. Chất liệu hoa chẳng hạn, khi mà màu vàng thì chọn cái loại hoa nữ hoàng xanh với cái màu sắc ánh tím, nó làm một cái nó tôn vinh cái màu vàng lên chẳng hạn.
Golden Bridge has been attracting a lot of attention and has been receiving many compliments through social network channels and international media from Reuters, AFP, BuzzFeed to Arch Daily, one of the world's leading architectural news sites. The word Golden Bridge Vietnam has been searched for on Google 40 million times.
Khi mà một cái cầu nó đặc biệt ở chỗ là cảm giác của mọi người chia sẻ đến đây, cảm giác như là cây cầu nó thực sự nó được sinh ra, lớn lên từ chính vùng đất này. Và thậm chí là nếu như ai đó mà không có biết về cái thời điểm, có cảm giác như giống như cây cầu này nó được mọc ra từ đất và nó sinh ra từ chính cái chỗ này, thì điều đó là một cái điểm tâm đắc nhất về cái phần thiết kế của mình. Thì đối với người thiết kế, cái sự chia sẻ, cái sự hạnh phúc, niềm vui của mọi người đến với một cái công trình, một cái tác phẩm do mình thiết kế, thì cái đó chính là một cái sự tâm đắc khi được cái sự chia sẻ đó.
The design group from TA Landscape Architecture is working with Sun Group on a silver bridge that will be made to look like a gold strand of hair connected to the Golden Bridge. These pair of bridges are expected to impress more visitors and attract more tourists to Da Nang City. This not only contributes to the development of Da Nang tourism, but also reconfirms Vietnam's presence on the map of world architecture.
The Roots is a hip-hop performance by French director and choreographer Kader Atour. With the participation of 11 dancers, the performance is an expressive work that explores and unearths pieces of history, the evolution of hip-hop and the journey of its dancers and their strengths. The Roots has been performed in many countries around the world, such as Palestine, Brazil, and Cuba. Recently, this performance has wowed many Vietnamese lovers when it was performed in Hanoi. And in this week's edition of On the Mic, our reporter sat down with the director and choreographer of the performance, Kader Atour, and hear from him more about this special performance.
Kader Atour is a French artistic director and choreographer born in 1974. He has been described by the New York Times as one of France's best-known hip-hop dance artists, and is praised for his impressive fusion of hip-hop's pyrotechnics with contemporary dance elements. The Roots is one of his most famous works, which is an introspective look into his signature style Atour has curated and represents the heart of his hip-hop dance.
First of all, thank you, Kader Atour, for joining our show today. Can you tell us about the inspiration for this show? Why did you name this show The Roots?
The Roots was created in 2013 and is a performance by 11 hip-hop dancers using skillful techniques with a view to honoring hip-hop as well as bringing the best from this art performance to the audience. This performance introduces the great skills of the dancers, while it is still poetic and emotional like a dream. The dancers will jump from one dream to another, carrying the audience away with passionate journey, which hails the art of hip-hop. The performance's name, The Roots, is how I pay tribute to the hip-hop culture that came from the US. The Roots refers to the origin.
Hip-hop is normally associated with dance battle and the skill of the dancers, but in this performance, there's a storyline and the audience can see it very clearly. Can you share a bit about the storyline of this performance?
It is true that in many countries, hip-hop is associated with dance battles, but in France, that's not the case. Hip-hop dancers can be creative by combining hip-hop with the local special genres of dancing, including contemporary dance and classical dancing. Therefore, when starting hip-hop, we immediately thought about the way contemporary choreographers work. Besides using sophisticated techniques, I want to tell stories. I think about how to be a choreographer. What are the connotations? How is the world of art created? And for the past 30 years, I've been trying my best in expressing my own impression and my own world through the performances.
A single light rises to the unexpected classical music of Brahms, revealing a lone man slouched in a chair. He moves about breathlessly, gripping his head as if a migraine was piercing his scalp. Behind him, an ominous line of silhouette appears, frozen against the backdrop before fading to darkness. The end of waltz transitions into a modern electronic sound, and the man, dressed in business attire, slowly stands. Instinct seems to override his consciousness. His body appears compelled to move, but in the most effortless way possible. The Roots has carried audiences away with many different emotions.
Ngày hôm nay buổi biểu diễn của The Roots mang đến một cảm giác rất là mãn nhãn, từ tiết tấu của cả buổi biểu diễn cho tới những kỹ thuật và động tác. Và tôi có thể cảm thấy được là cái sự nổi trội trong kỹ thuật breaking của họ. Và họ đem đến cho khán giả xem được những cái cung bậc cảm xúc khác nhau thay đổi theo từng nhịp. Họ đem lại được những cái đoạn kết rất là kịch tính và đều để lại cho khán giả cái cảm giác mà mọi người có thể muốn vỗ tay mà không ngừng.
Thì mình có thể cảm nhận thấy là qua cái chương trình The Roots này mình có thể cảm nhận được là quá trình hình thành của hip hop đã trải qua 30 năm rất là nhiều sự kiện xảy ra và có rất là nhiều tác động để có được cái thành quả như ngày hôm nay.
Since the troupe is composed of independent artists, the number of dancers is not consistent, but depends on the context of the choreographer's creation. Regardless of each work's magnitude, the purpose lies in creating dialogue with one another and with audiences worldwide, and in building bridges between the technicality of movements and the emotions they evoke.
And then step by step you are opening your view and you understand that dance is dance. We don't need to give us a stamp to say, okay, you are hip hop, you are classic, you are contemporary. Now we are dancer with a big D. And we are trying to give universal emotion, universal dance, universal message to share with the people.
Although The Roots does not follow a specific storyline, it moves from one artistic window to another, from one chapter in a book to the next.
I also noticed that you use props such as couches and tables for this performance. So what is the intention for this?
Each work has its own meaning. No work is the same. In the roots, I use familiar objects such as a cow and a table. This couch belongs to a special world. It represents a monochrome world of white and beige colors, which evokes many schools of thoughts. At different points, these objects will move and join the dance, creating an overall message for the dance. Music in the roots is also part of this world and the stories. I listen to different genres of music such as classical music, contemporary music, and also rock. 90% of the music in the roots is from Régis Baillet, and the remaining 10% is from other artists. Dancing and music are always concurrent.
Kader Atou is the director of Acro Rap. The group, originally a collaboration featuring Kader Atou, Eric Mezino, Murad Mazuki, and Chowki Said, dates to 1989. In the fever of discovering breakdance, Acro Rap was established with the desire to deepen the question of meaning and develop an artistic approach. Pourquoi pas, or Why Not, a piece that addresses a world of poetry and lightness, is composed of skits where performance, emotion, and musicality were combined. Foreign Bodies is an international project, evokes the human's conditions and seek the possible points of contact between cultures and aesthetics to build with dance a space for dialogue that can question the future. In 2013, Kader Atou returned to hip-hop, his first sensations, with The Roots. The Roots is a human adventure, a journey, a great dive into his poetic universe, featuring an assortment of everyday objects in ordinary settings with the use of many props such as armchairs, tables, or couches.
They're independent artists in this performance and they can be changed. So how did you work to make them collaborate and work well together?
The dancers are not fixed. My troupe includes dancers working for 2 or 3 other troupes. Some of them are choreographers. However, I want to connect them to create our work. We build a plan long enough so the dancers can arrange their work and practice in the best conditions. Normally, they are dancers I've known for a long time, so we trust and understand each other very well.
So tell us, how did you know about the Crossing Over Art Festival and why did you decide to join?
This is not the first time I've been to Vietnam to introduce my work. I am always very glad to be here and bring my work to the Vietnamese public. This time, The Roots is performed at the invitation of Crossing Over Arts Festival and the French Institute. We accepted the invitation because I love Vietnam, the culture and people in Vietnam. It's great to perform and meet people here. For me, hip-hop is more than just hip-hop. I created a cross between different arts, circus art, drama, cinema, and contemporary dance. All of these artistic elements are somewhat nurtured in my choreography and world.
Again, thank you for joining our show and we wish you the best of luck in the future projects.
Have you ever heard of an instrument that is actually just 2 pen-like half shells glued together but can produce rich sound like harp or bell? We have something just like that for you in this week's Connecting Cultures. Let's discover more about this interesting instrument from Switzerland that is called the hang.
The sound coming from this instrument is like nothing you have ever heard before. Crystal clear, mesmerizing, and transcendental. The hung, composed of 2 half shells of sheet steel glued together at the rim, is a new instrument in the music scene.
The hung does look a little like a steel drum popped out. But instead of using mallets, you play with your hands, striking the sheet metal top with your fingertips. It was introduced to music scene in 2000 by two Swiss musicians. Long is a music teacher living in Hanoi. After discovering this mysterious instrument, he decided he needed one and bought it. Having become better and better at it, he can't get his hands off it in his free time.
Âm thanh của nó rất là đặc biệt, âm thanh của nó rất là mềm mại và khó mà có thể diễn tả được, nhưng mà mình hay tưởng tượng là nó như là những cái sóng lướt nước của nước ấy, nó rất là mềm mại, rất là nhẹ nhàng. Nên là đấy chính là điều cuốn hút nhất của trống này. Như các bạn đã thấy thì cái trống này nó làm bằng sắt mà nó có thể ra được cái tiếng âm thanh nó rất là mềm mại như vậy, thực sự là rất là ngỡ ngàng. Ví dụ nó có thể đánh một tiết tấu, các bạn có thể thấy nha, đây là tiết tấu. Và khi mà mình đã biết cái tiết tấu đấy, mình sử dụng ở trống nhé.
The hung is a truly rare instrument. The term hung is now a registered trademark and only applies to instruments created by a few makers around the world. People can wait up to several years to get their fingers on the instrument. This hasn't stopped the hung from becoming a street artist instrument, notably in Barcelona, where it is preferred due to how it echoes in halls and tunnels.
Để mà đánh được cái này thì mình càng lỏng thì mình sẽ càng đánh được. Mình mà cứng thì mình sẽ không đánh được. Khi mà bạn mà cứng thì bạn cứ đánh này nó rất là khó. Nhưng mà mình chỉ cần thả lỏng mình đánh này.
Having played with this hung for quite a long time, Long found an interesting benefit of the instrument.
Và mình thì đang mang bầu, thì em bé thì trước khi mỗi giờ và trước khi đi ngủ thì mình thường đánh chơi cái trống này cho mình nghe. Thì bởi vì cái âm thanh này nó rất là nhẹ nhàng, và mềm dịu nên là nó rất là thuận tiện trong việc trước khi đi ngủ. Mình có thể vừa như là cách nói chuyện của mình với em bé. Cái thứ hai là mỗi buổi sáng dậy thì mình tham gia một vài lớp yoga. Thì các anh chị ở đấy thì như bạn đã biết thì tập yoga mình động tác rất là chậm, nhẹ nhàng. Thì sau đấy thì mình có thể chơi các anh chị nghe để làm thế nào mọi người, cái này cũng như một cái phương pháp mà healing, tái tạo lại cái năng lượng cho mình.
When listening to the many different pings from a hang drum and hearing how they seamlessly blend with one another, the mind becomes more active. It's really great since today's world, many feel the need to incorporate more options for relaxation in their lives. Many Vietnamese artists have already found ways to incorporate hung with more instruments, making their own styles of music, which echo through the hustle and bustle of daily lives.
And that is the end of our program. If you would like to provide feedback or comment on anything here on Culture Mosaic, please feel free to write us at vtvinternational@vtv.vn. You can also log on to vtv4.vtv.vn or our app VTV4Go for more of our program. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode of Culture Mosaic. Until then, goodbye. Roots.